So if you notice it here, in our surroundings, if you notice it, that is what they are asking. Matter in our surroundings. So what are the substances present in our surroundings is only ways to called as matter. So now, why we should study this chapter? First of all, if you notice it, what are the different things present in our surroundings and how we need to classify them? What is the properties of that? What is the ways to study, analyze the properties, and etc. We will study in this method. So if it is needed, how we can utilize them, how we can separate them, that is all we'll study in the first chapter and as well as second chapter. So first of all, in chapter 1 in class 9th chemistry, we will identify what is there in our surroundings. So what is there in our surroundings, guys? What is there in our surroundings? Matter. Understand? So some substances is there. So that substances only we is to called as matter. So in chapter 1 in chemistry, we will study what is present in our surroundings. Now, in chapter 2 in chemistry, we will study either that matter or substances is present in our surroundings is pure or not. Understanding? Pure or impure, we will study that in chapter 2. So second chapter, if you notice it, understanding substances are pure or impure, what is the separation process, if you need that is all in detail we'll study in our chapter number 2. That is matter around us pure? That is a chapter number 2. Is it right, Harish? Is matter around us pure? That is the chapter number 2. So the primary duty is, if you want to know either the given substance is pure or not, first you need to identify what substance is present in our surroundings. Later only people will go the purification, the pure or impure substance. Now, matter in our surroundings. Now, if you take here anything which is present in our surroundings, which you are able to see or which you are not able to see, also doesn't matter, which is occupying space and it must have some mass, then that is what we used to called as matter. So what do you mean by matter, guys? The first word of this chapter heading, that is what matter. So what do you mean by matter? Anything, understanding, anything in our surroundings. Okay, so anything which is occupies, what is that, guys? Which occupies space, and having what?
As mass.
And has mass is called, and has mass is called, what is to call? Matter. Understand? Now, what is the examples of matter? Some things we cannot see also, but we can see. Some things we can see and we can feel. Yes, please respond. What is a matter example? Arun Kailash, Gokul, just try to respond. What is the matter you are seeing in our surroundings? Anything, please. Yes, please respond. Try to respond. Everyone. One example each. Yes, please.
Human beings.
Yes, human beings, yourself, very good. You people are occupying space and as well as
Table.
Yes. Table, very good. Table, very good. Next. Phone, very good. That's all. Something is invisible in our surroundings, but it has mass. Is it right or wrong? What is that?
Gas.
Invisible. We cannot see, but still it is occupying space, and it is we cannot see but still occupying space.
Air.
What is that? Air. So air is a matter or not? Everybody, because air is a mixture of gases, but we cannot see the air, but still it is occupying what? It is occupying space and having what? Mass. Are you clear, everybody? Please respond. Next, are you seeing the water in our surroundings? Water. What is the matter or not? Hurry. Ready? Now, not at all opening the mouth. Everything you can take. Water, hydrogen, oxygen. In our home, if you go kitchen, you are having this rice. If you are having sugar, you are having gas stove, you are having cylinder, you are having refrigerator, you are having milk. Understanding? You're having gold, you're having silver, you're having copper, coil, notebook, pen, paper, iron, wood, ice cream. Danishka, do you remember ice cream? Arun ice cream. Yes, alcohol, milk, all the substances, whatever you can see. Some substances we cannot see with our eyes, but still they are also occupying space and having mass. Understand? So whatever it is, if you notice it, so if you why we are calling all these substances are we used to call it as matter. Anybody? Every substance occupying volume and having some mass. Will you accept that, guys? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Please,
sir.
everybody. So whatever the substance if you take, so as I said you so many, you're having chair, you're having cloth, you're having petrol, your bike, you're having petrol, your bike, your car, you're having gold. Understanding? Whatever it is, if you take water vapor, carbon dioxide, nitrogen gas, carbon gas, sulfur, everything, rocks, stones, everything what we used to call, guys, all are different kind of matter. Is it yes or no? So if you take everything, this one air, what you said, human beings, table, animals, understanding, oxygen, nitrogen gas, hydrogen gas, understand, hydrogen gas, gold, silver, everything is called as different matter. Is it yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
Different
Yes,
kind
sir.
of matter. Okay, this chapter fully theory, little bit starting. Later I'll make it try to make it interesting for you people. So you have to learn now. So this is what we used to call it as matter. So if we'll take here, so why we are calling as matter, guys? Please, all of them occupy what? Two properties, matter, because all of them they occupy what, guys? All of them occupy space. That space only we used to call it as something volume. Do you understand? Volume, and as well as they have some mass. So that is why whatever the substance is occupying space and having volume, mass, that is what we can say they are matter. So if we look into in our surroundings, just for example, the position what you are sitting, from there if you look into your surroundings, will you able to see a huge number of matter? Is it yes or no in our surroundings? Everybody?
Yes, sir.
See the huge number of surroundings in our sea itself. In our, if you just turn your head and you can see a large number of things, you can notice it. Is it all are having same shape? Everyone, please respond. Is it all are having same shape and size? No. So, if you see in our surroundings, every matter, huge number of matter, we can see large number of different matters. So everything is having what? Different size, different shape, and as well as different texture. So texture means what? Like a rigid surface or liquid surface or a gaseous surface, smooth surface or rigid surface. That is what. So every matter is not same. Every matter is having different size, different shape, and different texture. So many of the things, if you are using in our daily life, everything is matter only. For example, are you people are eating food, guys? Are you people are eating food? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So eating food. So then this food is called as what? This food is called as matter. Is it yes or no? Now please respond, everyone. So are you drinking the water? Yes, please.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Breathe in the air. Are you breathe the air? Yes. So,
Yes, sir.
so are you wearing the clothes? Everywhere you can see. So when we are sitting on the table, a chair for studying, or we are sleeping on bed for basically when we are tired, we'll sleep on the bed, or when we are night time, we'll sleep on the bed. So everything we can see, all are things, the human beings, various animals, plants, trees, everything like food, water, air, cloth, table, chair, etc., etc. Everything we used to call it as what? Examples of what, guys? Matter. Understand? So including us, as you all people already said, human beings, animals, plants, trees, small creatures, dog, frog, everything we used to call it as examples of what, guys? All are examples of
Matter.
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 Understand? So that is what you have to remember. Everything is examples of matter only. Understand, Danishka? Please let me know whether you understand or not. Now, if you notice it here, the only condition for this matter, if I want to say matter, what is the condition for matter? If I want to say, if the given substance, if the substance is a matter or not, how I can decide, guys? If the substance is called as a matter, it needs to satisfy two conditions. What is that? Called as
Sir,
matter.
It
It needs to satisfy
it
two
should
conditions.
occupy
What is that?
needs
Please
to
let
occupy space,
occupy space, and as well as it must have
have mass
mass. That is what. So
and volume.
must occupy space and must have mass. For example, I will ask heat. Heat is a matter or not? Anybody can tell me. Heat. Heat is a matter or not?
No, sir.
Temperature, pressure, is it a matter or not? For example, love, hate, understanding, looks, is it, these all are matter or not?
No, sir.
no, sir.
No. Is it heat is occupying space? No, it does not have mass. It is a form of energy. Temperature also same, pressure also same. Understanding? What are the feelings, affection, understanding, addiction, everything. These all the things we used to say, notice it, that does not having a wall, occupy space, does not occupy space means they don't have volume. Is it yes or no, guys? That does not have volume. Do you understand it? No volume means no space, so that no mass also. That does not have mass. So if no mass and no matter, no space, then is it called as matter? Please respond. So that is what we are thinking, what we are seeing. Everything does not have space, does not have having any mass. So all will come under what? Everything will come under non-matter. Understanding? So if we'll take, suppose Danishkar is a very friendly person. He's a good manner fellow. His thoughts is very nice. For example, if we'll take taste, smell, Arun ice cream, very nice taste. Is it a matter? Taste is a matter. Friendship, Reddy and Ari is both are best friends. Is it a matter? Friendship is a matter, guys. Affection is a matter. No. So these all the things, thinkings like friendship, love, affection, hatred, good manners, thoughts, ideas, taste, everything which are not considered as a matter, because these all the things, what? They does not have space. They does not occupy space, but they have mass. Is it yes or no, guys? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
These things are matters a lot in our daily life. Yes or no? They are not the matter, but they are very important in our life or not? Emotions, love, hatred, affection, everything, friendship. Yes or no, guys? Taste, smell.
Yes.
So these all the things, they are not a matter, but they are not matter, but they matters much in our daily life. Is it yes or no? They are not a matter. This matter is what matter? Chemistry matter, but they matters a lot. Matters a lot in everyday life. Is it yes or no, guys? Is it true or not? Will you accept it?
Yes.
Yes, that is what. So, if you'll notice it here, that is why matter can be classified. We can say matter means any substance which occupies space and having mass. That is what you have to remember. Now, this matter is classified into different number of ways. So, if we'll take any kind of substance, it may be visible or not visible to us, doesn't matter. So, even though air is not visible, air is a matter or not? Everyone?
It's a
Matter.
matter.
Why? It is colorless substance. It is invisible, but still occupying space, and also having what? And also having mass. That is what. So, if we take any kind of mass, that is what we can say matter. So, this matter is classified in different number of ways. So, if we take our Indian philosophers, understand? So, our Indian philosophers, if we take philosophers, what do you mean by philosophers, guys? Who is not technically strong, understand? Who is not working in technical philosophy, they will speak the words, that's all. So Indian philosophers will say that, what the Indian philosophers will say. So our Indian philosophers will say that matter also we can call it as padarth. What is that? Matter, what we used to call Sanskrit word? Padarth. Understanding? P-A-D-R-T-H. P-A-D-R-T-H. Padarth we used to call it as matter. So matter of everything, either living things and as well as non-living thing. So what do you mean by living organism, everyone? Living things examples. Who is having life is called as living things. Yes or no, guys? Who does not have life, we used to call it as non-living things. Living things examples, plants and animals. Is it yes or no, guys? Non-living things examples. Solo anybody? Non-living things examples. Yes,
Table.
please.
The bag,
Yes.
Bag.
What?
pen, pencil.
You can take understanding pencil, rock, understanding stones. These are all the things we used to say. Sand, everything we used to say non-living things. So our Indian philosophers will say that every padarth doesn't matter either it is a living thing or non-living thing. So it is made up of 5 basic elements. How many, guys? Every matter is made up of how many? It is made up of 5 basic things. That 5 basic things only we used to call it as. You might be noticed in our Hindu culture also, our Indian culture also it is there. That is what we used to say. Panch tatva. Do you remember, guys? Panchabhuta we can say. Panchabhuta.
Yes, sir.
What is the Panchabhuta in Tamil? Panchabhuta. Anje. What is that Anje? Panchatattva. Anybody can tell me? Vartini knows very well. Vartini, what is that? Panchatattva? Air. Yes, please. Earth. Earth. Next what? Earth, fire, sky, and water. Understanding? Air, earth, fire, sky, and as well as water. So these are called as Panchatattva. So our Indian philosopher used to say that every matter in this earth is made up of these Panchatattva only, 5 substances. So air we used to call it as in Hindi or our Sanskrit language. What is our Sanskrit language? Air we used to call it as vayu. Understanding? So vayu. Earth we used to call it as what? Prithvi. Understanding? Fire we used to call it as Sanskrit. Vardhani, you not studied Sanskrit. In Tamil, what you can say? Fire. Agni, I think. Is it a sir? No? Agni. Telugu also Agni. And sky, what we used to call, guys? Tamil. In Telugu, we used to say akash. And Tamil, I don't know. And last one, water we used to call it as tanni. Tanni ille, we used to call it as gel. Gel. Okay. So these are called as Panchatattwas. So our Indian philosopher used to think that ready, everything is made up of what? Every matter is made up of what? Of 5 Panchatattva. Every living or non-living things doesn't matter. So every matter, what we used to call Sanskrit word matter is called as padarth. So every padarth is made up of 5 things. That is what? Vayu, prithvi, agni, akash, and jal. Please note it down till here, everyone. Okay. So this is what our ancient Indian philosophers will say. But our modern day scientists classify matters into matter in 2 ways. I will say that. You please make it. Till here, write it, everyone. Once it is committed, let me know.
Completed, sir.
Completed? Yes, please.
Completed, sir.
Yeah. Now, shall we start?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So this is what, who said by this? Danishkar, who said this? Arun Kailash? It is said by our whom? Our Indian philosophers. Understanding? But is it true?
Yes,
So it's true or not, still we don't know. But our modern scientists, this is said by philosophers, no practical explanation. So our modern scientist has been proved that they have been classified the matter in two different methods. How many ways, guys? How many
yes.
ways? Two different ways. So on the basis of understanding, so on the basis of its physical properties, on the basis of chemical properties, they always will classify the matters. So on the basis of physical properties, matter is, so in what ways, guys? Matter is classified into two different ways. What is that? Based upon physical properties. Okay. And another one is what? Based upon chemical properties. Is it clear? That is what they have been made. So based upon the physical properties, they classified matter into three different substances. One is solids, another one is liquids, another one is gases. How many? Liquids, solids, and gases. And on basis of chemical properties, matter is classified into elements, compounds, and mixtures. So based upon chemical properties, three things. What is that, guys? Here, based upon physical properties, solids, liquids, and gases. Based upon chemical properties, elements, compounds, and as well as last one is what? Gokul? Mixtures. So please, all of you write. This is classification done by whom? This is the classification done by whom?
Modern scientist.
Modern scientist.
Modern scientist. Understand? So we will study in this chapter. So our class 9 chapter, what is the chapter name called as, guys? Matter in our surroundings. Understand? So matter in our surroundings we will study not based upon our Indian philosophers, not based upon chemical properties. Second chapter we will study based upon chemical properties. So in this chapter only we will study a classification of matter based upon its physical properties. What is this? What is this? That is what? Solids, liquids, and gases. Okay.
Yeah.
So based upon the physical properties, how we are classifying matter, we'll identify just in our surroundings what we are seeing. What we'll do, guys? We'll identify either it is a solid or liquid or gas. That's all. Now later we will study based upon the chemical properties, either it is an element or compound or mixture. When we will study, guys, in next chapter, that is what chapter 2 is. Matter around us is matter around us is pure. That is the chapter we will study in the second. That is what the next one, which we will study the physical properties. Is it okay, guys? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that is what. So now this is what we used to call as modern classification and as well as ancient classification of matter. So our Indian philosophers used to classify. So what is another name of matter? Matter is called as padarth. So our Indian philosophers used to classify into vayu, prithvi, agni, akash, and gel. But our modern scientists classified based upon the appearance and as well as chemical properties. So that is what appearance we can say physical properties, and chemical properties means reactivity. So okay, now chapter 1 we'll study based upon only physical properties. Now all of you keep heading. Matter is made up of particles. Next heading. So we have to just check it. How this matter? As we know, what do you mean by matter? Vartani, what is the definition of matter? Harish, Danishka, which is occupying space and having mass. Yes or no? Now we need to know. Suppose if we'll take this is air. So now as we know, air is made up of different substances. What is that? What is the composition of air? Nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and also it is having water vapor, understanding, like etc is having dust and all. So now same way every matter is made up of different kind of substances. Is it yes or no? For example, if we take our body, human body, what is the things are present human body? Let me know everyone. Human body, we're having flesh, understanding, you're having muscles, you're having fat, you're having blood, you understanding, you're having blood cells, understand, different things, you're having hair, understand, different thing. Is it all the things is made up of same kind of particles? Please
No,
respond.
sir.
No. So that is what you have to understand. So different matter is made up of different kind of particles. So if you see inside, like sweet, one sweet is made up of coconut, one sweet is made up of another thing, one sweet is made up of sugar, one sweet is made up of jaggery. Like that, different things is made up of different substances. Is it yes or no, guys? Yes.
Yes, sir.
If you take plastic chair made with a plastic, if you take wood chair made with a wood. So is it all the plastic and wood is same? No. Yes or no? But both are called as what? Both are called as matter, but this not same. So that is what matter is made up of particles. Let us discuss everybody. So please all of you write. Matter is made up of particles. Please keep heading. Matter is made up of what? Matter is made up of particles. Shall we start, guys? Now, if you take any kind of matter, if you take any kind of matter in our surroundings, everything it is made up of tiny pieces. The tiny pieces will take. So all the substances, okay, everything in our surroundings made up of very tiny pieces. So that pieces only we used to call as particles. What we used to call? Ready? We used to call it as particles. Okay. Now, if I take our body, as I said, made up of millions of different particles. Chair also millions of particles. Table, everything, our textbook, our pen, our notebook, our computer, our smartphone, everything is made up of millions of particles. Now, for example, if we take the number of particles in everything is extremely large. For example, if you want to take, how many of you know small water droplet? Anybody? Do you all know water droplet? Or else you take any raindrop. Understanding? A single raindrop. I'm saying normal water drop or single raindrop if you take. So which contains 10 power 21 particles. How many particles, guys? 10 power 21 particles. Understanding? So 10 power 21 means how many zeros? So 10 power 21 particles of what, Hari? 10 power 21 particles of what? Particles of water. Understanding? Is present in just how many drops of water? One drop of water. Okay. Now, if you want to express this one, for example, 10 power 21, those who not understand, how many zeros will come? 10 after. Please write.
20.
10 after how many zeros will come? 21 zeros. So I can write that number, you can see. You can write like this. 1, 2, 3. This many particles are present in how many drops of water, guys? One drop of water. Understand, Hari? Everybody, please respond. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So that is what it is. You can see. I can take a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 threes are how much? 7 threes are 20.
21.
Okay. So 7 threes are 21. So 21 zeros will come one after. So this is what. So a single raindrop or water drop will take, which contains these many number of particles. Then it will take 1 liter of particle, 1 liter of water, which itself contains millions of droplets. Is it yes or no? 1 liter of water if will take millions of drops is present. If we'll take each drop is these many particles, then how many millions totally? Have you noticed it, guys? Tanishkar, is it nice or not? So that is what. So if you'll take just a small raindrop or water drop which contains about 10 power 21 particles of water in it. So that is why we can say the particles which make up matter is very small. Are you able to see the particles inside the water droplets? Everybody? Can you able to see that? No. Because why? Because why? We cannot see them even with a high power microscope also, because they are extremely small in size, and they are the evidence which will tell us that all the things is made up of extremely tiny particles which we cannot see with the high power microscope also. Okay, so millions of drops, so each one contains millions of particles which is extremely small, understand, which is very tiny particles. So that is what the proof for us, understanding. We cannot see with what? Powerful microscope, understanding. Cannot see with the powerful microscope. So this is the powerful microscope. So that is what from that we can mention what? Every particle is made up of every matter is made up of extremely tiny particles. That is what we used to call it as what? Matter. Understand that the tiny substances only we used to call it as particles. So we'll give some of the evidence which clearly shows that all the matter is made up of the tiny particles, and also we can say the like we can say so that the particles which make up the matter are constantly moving in motion. That is what we have to say that. So that is the two things we will prove with the help of an experiment. One is what? To prove that matter is made up of what? Extremely small particles, understanding, extremely tiny particles, and as well as inside the substance, understanding. So inside the substance, particles is always moving, understanding. So to prove these two things, now we are going to do an experiment. Is it okay, guys? To prove that which make up the matter are constantly moving, they are in motion. So we'll work out one experiment to prove that. Is it okay, guys? Shall we do it?
Yes, sir.
That is what. So now two things we have to prove. One is what? One is showing that it is made up of tiny particles, and another one is they are constantly moving. Particles are moving constantly. So this both experiment, to prove this both the statement, we'll do an experiment and we can understand either it is true or not. Shall we start? Ready? Yes, that is what.
Yes.
Now, so for that only you have to take, so please keep heading evidence for particles in matter. So it's the evidence. We are going to prove the evidence. So I will simply say matter is made up of particles. You people will ask me evidence. Is it yes or no, Danishkar? Will you ask me or not? Yes, sir. You prove it, sir. Then only we will believe. So let us see evidence for particles in matter. Okay. So let us discuss. Evidence for particles in matter. Shall we start, guys? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Now, so the evidence for the existence of particles in matter and their motion comes from the experiments on diffusion. So what do you mean by diffusion? So you can prove both the statements with the help of experiments called as diffusion experiment. What is that experiment, guys? Diffusion. Okay, so what do you mean by diffusion means? Let us try to understand very carefully. Different substances, understanding mixing of different substances, then they will be keep on moving. For example, see, I have been taken. What do you mean by diffusion means? Understand, everyone. Suppose I have been taken one glass of water. What I have been taken? Arun Kailash, I have taken one glass of water. Now you can see I kept one small piece of sugar. Understanding sugar, big sugar piece. I have been kept at the bottom of the container glass. Now after some time, this sugar piece will be like this, or it will be dissolved, guys.
Dissolved, sir.
Will be dissolved. Now you can notice it that sweetness will spread across the water equally or not equal. The sweetness
Equally.
equally spreading. That is what. So when I kept the sugar piece here, it is having complete sugar is here only. That is what we used to call it as high concentration. Understanding? So now from that high concentration to here, no sugar is present. That is what we can say low concentration. So that is what